You need to understand an important truth about your inner and outer identities. Your mamakara and ahankara. When your ahankara and mamakara merge with each other, you will be able to fulfill others' annayakara also. When the mamakara is separate, the ahankara is wrong. But when the mamakara supports it, it is no more ahankara. It is your very being. You can't call ahankara as ahankara if mamakara is supporting it. As long as mamakara and ahankara are separate, you can use the word ahankara ego, which is wrong. But the moment when mamakara supports the ahankara, they become one with each other. It is no more ego. It is far more greater than that. It is enlightening. Understand? Strengthen your mamakara again and again with the qualities you project as ahankara. Strengthen your ahankara by using all the thinking power that mamakara has. Listen, ahankara has expression power and mamakara has experience power. When there is lack of integrity, both of them are separate. When you integrate them, both of them are one and the same. Your mamakara has experience power, experiencing what you think and feel as you. Your ahankara has expression power, declaring yourself, asserting yourself. Integrate both of them. Whatever you project or declare as you will become that. Infuse all the qualities of ahankara, what you project as you, into your mamakara, what you feel as you. If you are declaring to the world that you are strong and intelligent, make that as your mamakara. If some part of you is not accepting that, read it out with integrity. That is practicing integrity. Aligning your mamakara to ahankara is practicing integrity. Aligning your ahankara to anayakara is taking responsibility. Aligning your mamakara, what you feel as you, to your ahankara, what you project as you, is integrity. Because what you project as you will always be stronger and much more than what you think as you. Now, what is the only obstruction for this alignment, for this communion? Your negative patterns. For example, you always project yourself as strong, but you don't believe it inside because of your lack of integrity. Now, complete with all the negative commitments you have given to yourself, like I am weak or I am a failure. Complete with all that. Tell yourself, no, I am not going to honor the negative commitments I have given to myself, that I am a failure or that I am wrong. I am declaring and committing myself that I am a winner. I am a success. I am Shiva, Mangalatva, auspiciousness. It is very unfortunate, but Vedantists carry a strong pattern that they should be ready to accept failure because failure is a part of life. No. Then you are constantly giving a commitment to you that there is going to be a failure. Expectation of failure. Listen, you always internally prepare yourself for facing any failure, am I right? That does not need to strengthen to believe that you are a failure. It does not need to strengthen. Understand? Listen. How many of you have the habit of preparing yourself for the eventualities for failure? When you prepare, you usually remind yourself for the worst situation, the worst possibility, and then prepare tools and weapons to handle it. But unfortunately, whenever you remember the worst possibility, you give that as a commitment to you. Now have awareness inside. Listen, you have never handled the worst possibility because of preparation. Understand this very carefully. You have always handled the worst possibility because of your completion. if you are in the space of completion, you face the worst possibility in a completion and win. You have never handled the worst possibility because of your preparation. However, how much you prepare, when the eventuality comes up, you collapse. Even with all the preparation, you collapse. When the eventuality comes up, how many of you cognize this? You prepare for the worst fire accident, but earthquake happens instead. Then you start preparing for the earthquake and a flood happens. You get ready with all the insurance paper for the flood and the insurance agency goes bankrupt. Yes, this happens. Listen, it is the power of completion that empowers you to face the worst eventualities. Preparation for the worst eventualities mentally strengthens your belief in failure. It is the negative commitment you gave to yourself that the worst eventualities are going to happen. Are you successful in handling eventualities by preparations? How many of you feel that you are not successful? So, from today, we will not mentally prepare yourself for the worst eventualities. You will spend all your energy removing the weed of the worst eventuality from your inner space. Remove the belief that the worst eventuality will happen. Getting it? Understand? If there is going to be any worst eventuality at all, it will always be in a way that you can never imagine. Clear? So, completion is your shield, not preparation. Understand very carefully. The fort you build will not save you from death, but enlightenment will. But you go on building the fort and Yama, god of death, just comes and picks you up and takes you away. I tell you, whenever you prepare for the worst eventualities, you give negative commitments to you which weakens you and makes you powerless. So from today, let all of us commit that there will no more be a question of constant mental preparation for the worst eventualities, thereby strengthening the negative prophecies. There will only be completion and power. Feeling powerful to face anything without imagining what may come or what may not come. How many of you are ready to commit? Understand, this is a very important click. Well, thank you for joining. Namaskar.